Have you ever felt like life is moving too fast and you just wish you could hit pause? The Little Book of Mindfulness by Dr. Patrizia Collard is your pause button. It's packed with simple and powerful ways to slow down, clear your mind, and feel calm, even when life gets busy. This isn't just another book on meditation. It's a guide to living with less stress and more clarity, one mindful breath at a time. Whether you're at work, home, or even stuck in traffic, these lessons will help you bring balance back to your day. Interested? Stay with me as I share some powerful lessons from this little book that can make a big difference. And if you want more tips on how to live your best life through awesome books, don't forget to hit the bell button, like this video, and subscribe to Book Ginger. The first lesson is about living in the present moment. We often get distracted by worries about what will happen tomorrow, or we keep thinking about something that happened last week. But when we do that, we miss out on enjoying the present moment. According to Collard, peace comes from fully experiencing the now. Instead of letting your mind wander, try focusing on the present. For example, if you're eating, really taste your food. If you're walking, notice the feel of the ground beneath your feet. By simply being where you are, you reduce stress and feel more connected to your surroundings. For instance, you're sitting with your family, but instead of enjoying the conversation, you're thinking about everything you need to do at work tomorrow. You're physically there, but your mind isn't. If you just stop and focus on what's happening right then, your family, the laughter, the food, you feel more connected and less stressed. When you notice your mind drifting to the past or future, take a deep breath and bring your attention back to what's happening now. For example, if you're walking, pay attention to your steps, how the air feels, or the sounds around you. The next lesson says, accept and respond. Sometimes life doesn't go the way we want, and that can make us angry or frustrated. This lesson teaches us to accept what's happening, even if we don't like it. Instead of getting upset, we can choose to calmly figure out the best way to respond. For example, you're stuck in traffic and running late for a meeting. It's easy to get frustrated and angry, but you can't change the traffic. Instead, accept that it's happening and think about what you can do. Maybe you can call to let someone know you'll be late, or use the time to listen to a podcast. Here's a quick tip. Next time something goes wrong, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, can I control this? If the answer is no, focus on what you can control, like how you respond. Next, mock your mind up. Our minds are always filled with thoughts, some helpful and some not so helpful. This lesson reminds us that we don't have to believe every thought that pops into our heads. Some thoughts, especially the negative ones, don't deserve our attention. Let's say you have a big presentation coming up and a little voice in your head says, "You're going to mess this up." Instead of believing it, you can choose to say, "That's just a thought, it's not a fact." You can then focus on preparing for your presentation with confidence. When you notice negative thoughts, pause and ask yourself, is this thought helpful or true? If it's not, let go and focus on something more positive or realistic. In today's world, we're always doing something. It is either we're working, checking our phones, or running errands. This lesson is about allowing yourself to slow down and just be without feeling like you must accomplish something every minute of the day. Take, for instance, you've had a busy day and you finally sit down, but instead of relaxing, you immediately feel the need to check your email or start another task. What if you just sat and did nothing for a few minutes? No phone, no work, just you and some quiet time. Learn to give yourself some breaks. Set a timer for 5 minutes and just sit in a quiet space without doing anything. It's okay to rest. The fifth lesson is mindful eating. How often do you eat without really noticing the taste of your food? Maybe you're busy with your phone or watching TV. This lesson teaches us to slow down and really enjoy our food by paying attention to it. Eating mindfully helps you enjoy your food more and can stop you from eating too much. For example, you're eating dinner, but you're also on your phone checking social media. When you do this, you don't really enjoy the taste of your food or notice when you're full. But if you put the phone down and focus on each bite, you'll enjoy the meal more and maybe even eat less because you'll notice when you're satisfied. During your next meal, turn off the TV and put away your phone. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and smells of your food. Eat slowly and savor each bite. Next, gratitude and compassion. Learn to appreciate what you have and being kind to yourself and others. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's good in your life. Also, practice being kind to yourself, especially when you make mistakes. You spill coffee all over your shirt right before an important meeting. Instead of beating yourself up, you can choose to say, "It's okay, mistakes happen." You can also think about something you're grateful for, like how supportive your coworkers are, or the fact that you have a backup shirt in your car. Start a habit of thinking about 3 things you're grateful for each day. And when you make a mistake, talk to yourself the way you would to a friend. Be gentle and forgiving. Everyday mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just something you do when you meditate. You can practice mindfulness during simple, everyday tasks like brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, or walking. You're washing the dishes, but your mind is racing, thinking about all the things you have to do. Instead of letting your thoughts run wild, bring your attention to what you're doing. Feel the warmth of the water. Listen to the sound of the dishes clinking. When you focus on the task, you'll feel more calm and present. Here's a quick tip. Pick one daily task, like brushing your teeth, and try to do it mindfully. Pay attention to the sensations, sounds, and movements, and let go of any distracting thoughts. And lastly, letting go of control. We all like to be in control, but sometimes life doesn't go according to plan. This lesson is about learning to let go and trust that things will work out, even if they don't happen exactly the way you wanted. You plan an outdoor picnic, but it starts raining. You can't control the weather, but you can let go of your frustration and choose to enjoy a picnic indoors instead. By letting go of the need to control everything, you'll feel less stressed and more at peace. When things don't go as planned, remind yourself that it's okay. Focus on what you can control, like your attitude, and find a way to make the best of the situation. I know you're feeling that these lessons are too much to put into practice. You don't need to make big changes to feel more peaceful and less stressed. The lessons from the Little Book of Mindfulness are super easy to apply in your daily life. Whether you're eating, working, or even just sitting, small shifts can make a big difference. Let me show you some simple ways to bring more calm and focus into your everyday routine. Focus on the present moment by paying attention to your surroundings. When you feel distracted, take a deep breath and notice what's happening around you. When something stressful happens, instead of reacting immediately, pause and accept the situation. Then calmly decide how to respond. Notice your thoughts without getting caught up in them. Choose which thoughts to focus on and let go of negative or unhelpful ones. Set aside time to just be still. Don't rush to fill every moment with activity. Slow down during meals. Focus on each bite, taste, texture, and smell. Each day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Practice being kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Bring mindfulness into routine tasks like brushing your teeth or washing dishes. Pay attention to what you're doing. And finally, when things don't go as planned, remind yourself that it's okay. Focus on what you can control. By taking small, simple steps like these each day, you'll notice a big difference in how calm and balanced you feel. In conclusion, in the Little Book of Mindfulness, Dr. Patrizia Collard shows us that just a few minutes of mindfulness each day can bring more peace, balance, and joy into our lives. Through simple practices like being present, accepting our thoughts, and practicing gratitude, we can reduce stress and connect with ourselves on a deeper level. The lessons in this book remind us that mindfulness can fit into any part of our day, helping us live with more calm and clarity. If you enjoyed the summary and want more life-changing book recommendations, make sure to ring the bell button, like this video, and subscribe to Book Ginger. Until next time, keep practicing mindfulness.